Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tronage, and today we're going to be talking about finding that silver lining when it's an otherwise bad day of flying, be it a crash, be it malfunctions, be it a lost quad, whatever it may be. We're going to talk about how you can take that experience and become a better pilot because of it. Stay tuned. So I've mentioned a couple times on this channel that I had a rather bad crash with my HGLRC XJB 145 3-inch quad. I'm having a blast flying it, but I pushed the limits a little too far. I pulled out my phone, I did a little on-the-spot impromptu vlogging just to get my thoughts down, and I decided I wanted to share this with you because looking back on it now, I feel like it's pretty good advice.
All right, so awkward situation. So essentially I'm here at my park and there's tons of geese here. There's some deer roaming in now. All of a sudden it's like a ton of wildlife. So I was having some fun flying around, chasing them around. So there was geese, now there's not geese. Anyhow, so I'm flying around having a great time, doing some like chase cams with the geese, and I'm really having some fun. So I did a flight with the 4S and tons of oscillations all over the place. And I said, you know what, I'm really not in the mood to do work. I was more in the mood just to fly because it was a nice day. It's freaking cold, but I was enjoying myself still because of all the geese and everything that was here. It was kind of surreal. I switched back to a 3S pack and I was just doing my thing. And I said, you know what, let me try to do a little more low altitude stuff because it's easy to do stuff high up. Let's do some split S's and try to like kiss the ground, and let's do some power loops and try to kiss the ground, you know? And the whole reason why I'm doing this vlog post here is because it's all about pushing the limits. And what I mean by that, as a beginner, if you want to improve, you have to fail. And I wouldn't say today was a failure. I mean, you know, here, this is what my quad looks like right now. I broke a prop. I don't have replacements, so I'm done for the day. The thing is filthy as hell. It's my first major crash with it. But you know what? I learned from it. So what I'm trying to say is you have to take the good with the bad, and you can't be afraid to push it, because if you're afraid to push it, you're never going to grow. So to all my other newcomers to the sport, where you're afraid to push the limits, you're afraid to like try to do something outside of your comfort zone, do it. The reason is because yes, you may fail, you may crash, you may need to buy something to fix it, you may have to do something, it may break something, something may happen that's bad, but with all risks come reward. And the reward I have is right before I crashed, I was getting some pretty sick moves, in my opinion. I mean, they're nothing compared to like these pro people, but it was definitely taking me out of my comfort zone, and I felt good about myself for that. And I got a little, you know, rambunctious because of that, and then tried to push it even further. So my second tip of the day is, when you're doing a session where you want to push your limits one step, but don't get so like, oh my god, I could do that one step, now I'm going to try to do 2 steps. Save that for a second day. Get used to that first step of limits that you've pushed, because that's what I learned today.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, perhaps you'd like to subscribe. Check out the latest videos. I'm always posting new content. If you'd like, you could also become a supporter on my Patreon page. And while you're at it, here's some other videos that you might like. This one over here is the latest one I posted, and this one I think might interest you. Check them out. See ya.